Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I am pretty excited for this video because I'm going to be doing a full face of first impressions. Just going to be trying out some new makeup today. So before we jump in, I do want to say really quickly, I am on a low buy. So I have a few things from my stash that I haven't used yet that I've incorporated into this video, like a lipstick, a foundation, a mascara, a few things that I personally got myself. But a lot of the products I'm going to be talking about today are PR, so I just want to throw that out real quickly, but doesn't change my stance. I'm still going to give you my 100% honest opinion, but I just wanted to let you know before we even jump into the video that there is going to be a lot of PR today, but I'm still hoping you'll enjoy the video, so let's just go ahead and jump right on in. Alright, so I'm going to start off with my eyes today, and I actually have quite a few different new products from Ofra that I was sent through Octoly, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with their eye gel primer. I was super excited when I saw this on Octoly because I am like on the hunt for the best eye primer that is cruelty free and everything that I want it to be. So I was really curious because I haven't heard anyone speak about this at all yet. Let me see. It just says eye gel primer. There's no shade or anything, so I'm assuming there is only one shade available. It looks to be a little bit tanner than me, but I did swatch this already just out of curiosity. There's the wand, and it doesn't look to be super pigmented. It looks to be more sheer, kind of like Urban Decay type vibes. So just gonna use this to prime my eyelids today. It's very thin, so it dries down all the way. I wouldn't say it's tacky or anything. Definitely obviously gonna have to keep playing with this. I say this every single time I do like a full face of first impression type video, that this is just for fun, and I don't really take anything that happens in this video very seriously, because when you're using so many new products, it's hard to say what worked together and what didn't, and what gave a good result or what gave a bad result. So this is simply for fun, but I will definitely keep using this over the next month or so and let you know how I like it. All right, now I have two different eyeshadow palettes that I want to use today. First, I have the Iconic Couture palette from Milan Rowe, which is really beautiful. And I did already go ahead and swatch this, as you can see. The shadows feel super soft, so I'm excited. I feel like there's some fun neutrals and some really fun pops of color all together, so I'm thinking I could do something super fun with this. But also, in the little eye bundle that I was sent through Ofra with Octoly, I received this signature palette Radiant Eyes, which looks like this, and this is definitely more of a neutral palette, so I figured I would kind of incorporate it. It's also all shimmers, so here is what it looks like. Ooh, that's actually, I haven't swatched these yet, but they actually feel super creamy. Dang. They don't look that, like, promising in the pan. I mean, they just look like regular shimmers, but the texture is actually super, like, wet. There's the last two there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start off with this peachy shade right here called Twinkle. There is so much kickback in the pan when you tap your brush. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply that through my crease. This is my first time using this crease brush from Makeup Geek, but I feel like it's a little bit too dense for what I want. Let me see if I can find something else. It's a really pretty shade. Alright, so that looks really nice and smooth on the eyelid. It's blending pretty easy. It's a really pretty transition type shade. Or you could just do like a peachy, corally, smoky eye with just like one shade, this shade alone, and I think that'd be really beautiful. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here called Forbidden. And I'm going to put this on my outer V. It's a really beautiful shade. Again, blending pretty easily. Sorry, the shade I just went in with is Diva. I didn't realize the name is above, not below, and now I'm going to go in to take the deeper Purple Forbidden. I just want to use both to see if you can tell the difference on the eye. Again, just taking this into the outer V, just a little bit more precise. Just a little tiny bit deeper. Take my previous brush and just blend out the edge right there. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and take this green right here called Destiny. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take that on like the outer half of my lid. Just blending it into the purple just a little bit. Alright, I'm taking a little bit of that green on a blending brush and just using that to blend out this edge here so it's not so harsh. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and grab this shade right here called Fantasy, which I'm a little bit scared for because it's very chunky. You see, like when I try to pick it up, it feels like the whole thing just moves. Like it's so crumbly and nothing picks up. I'm going to go ahead and put that on the inner part of my lid. Just going to build that shade up. It does look really beautiful on the eye, but it's very messy. Definitely a ton of fallout for that one shade alone. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and try the Ofra Verified Drama Proof Liquid Liner, which I was curious about, and I actually just finished 2 liquid liners that I've been using for a really long time, and they're pretty much at their end, so I put them in my empties, and I'm super excited to try this one out. It's funny because when you open the box, it says, when opened, wings appear. No guarantees that those wings will be even, but we shall try. Here's what it looks like, and looks to be a felt tip liner. Ooh. Super black, so excited and nervous because I suck at liner, so I'm gonna like not talk and we'll like speed this up and then I'll tell you how I feel about it. Okay, so the liner is pretty good. It's super dark, deep black, pretty easy to use. I am the worst at doing wings, so they're not exactly even, but overall it was pretty easy. I liked it enough. Definitely have to see how I like it over time because sometimes they dry out super fast or lose shape, but so far so good. So I will definitely continue to use that, especially since it's my only liquid liner right now because I'm not someone who buys multiples of those. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the Pixi by Petra Endless Silky Eye Pencil. I just have a little mini. It's the black shade. I got this as a free gift with purchase forever ago, and I actually have finished 2 of my black liners, so I figured I would go ahead and open this one up and try it out, especially because people always talk really good about this liner. I cannot get it open, so I'm curious to see if it lives up to the hype. I'm gonna go ahead and do my tight line for now with this. That does look super black and creamy. Ooh, my eyes are watering. I will come back to that later once I finish the lower lash line, but now I'm just going to do my top lashes quick, and I'm going to use the Ardell Wispies Fiber Building Mascara. Again, this was a free gift, I believe, from Ulta at some point. I believe Ardell is cruelty-free. This is the shade Jet Black. I have not heard anyone talk about this mascara, but I figured it was time to open a new one because I'm about finished with one of the ones that I have open right now. So here's what it looks like. Super nice, cute packaging. It's like a matte black. Oh, and ooh, Fiber Building. It's one of the fiber mascaras. I've always wanted to try one of these. Let's see. Alright, so there's one layer. Looks okay, I guess. Not that impressive. Alright, gonna do a second layer. So this is 2 layers of the mascara. I think it looks alright. It looks a little bit longer on this side for some reason. And I accidentally ended up getting some on my outer V right there, but overall it looks fine. So let's go ahead and move on to the face. Okay, so I'm going to start off with primer, and I have 2 new primers from Ofra Cosmetics. This is the same formula but 2 different shades. It says no buts, prime first. I feel the same. I feel like I cannot do my makeup without primer because my primers, I always go for something illuminating or moisturizing, so I just have to use primer. Even when I do like a no makeup look, I will skip foundation and I'll just do primer. But this is the Ray of Light shade and the Northern Light shade. I think I'm going to use Northern Lights today, but I figured I would go ahead and swatch them both for you just in case you were curious. Alright, so here's Ray of Light. There's what that looks like. It has just a little bit of a bronze to it, but it actually doesn't look that pigmented. I feel like I could get away with using that on my face, probably. Smells good. Kind of just vaguely reminds me of the Chanel, so what is it, like the Tan de Chanel, Soleil de Chanel, the Chanel bronzer. It kind of reminds me of that just a little bit, so it smells really nice. It kind of smells like fancy makeup, which I appreciate, although I know not everyone's a big fan of smells, but I think it smells really good. All right, Here's some Northern Lights. That's just a lighter shade, obviously. So there's what they look like together. Alright, so I'm just taking a pump of the Northern Lights and I'm going to go ahead and put that all over my face. Okay, so from first impression, I feel like, I mean, it gives like a really very subtle glow to the skin. It feels like it dried down pretty well. It does not feel tacky. It feels soft. It doesn't feel the most hydrating. It just feels like it gave just a tiny little bit of glow. So I will definitely keep you guys updated. My favorite primer kind of like this would be the First Light primer from Becca. So, oh no, I dropped it. This is a lot more affordable, so I'd like to really end up enjoying it, but we'll see. It doesn't feel as hydrating, but I mean, I think it looks nice on the skin. So for foundation today, I have the Ordinary Coverage Foundation in the shade 1.0N. I bought this so long ago. I bought the serum and the coverage foundation at the same time. I ended up trying the serum first, and I really love the serum foundation so much. I would repurchase it. Like, I think it's really, really great. And for some reason, because I love that one so much, I never ended up trying this one. I think this is supposed to be more of a full coverage type of foundation. I don't even know. I still haven't used it, not once, and I bought it probably like a year ago, which is just sad. It's probably like technically expired, but I'm gonna try it today. It has a pump, which I appreciate. I also am going to be using one of the Shop Miss A sponges. This is their Wonder Blender. Which one are you? I don't think it says on here, but it is obviously like the little slanted edge one. I wanted to show you guys because I am obsessed with the Shop Miss A sponges, specifically the pink ones. That this is my old one, and I realized when I took a new one, like if these were the same shade originally, this was baby pink. I'm like, yeah, it's probably time to get rid of this one, especially when it only costs $1. But this sponge kind of changed my life because I'm like, I will never ever pay for an expensive sponge ever again. Like, this was $1.50 and it's one of the best sponges I've ever used. So I wanted to try the other one. I actually got these SPR forever ago, and I've just been using this sponge the whole time. I haven't used this because I try to only have a few sponges out at a time that I'm using, but I'm ready to get rid of this one, so I figured I would try this one. This one feels a little bit different. It doesn't feel quite as, I don't know, there's something about this material that feels a little bit more like airy, and like it feels like a fake sponge. I don't even know how to describe it, but it still feels extremely soft. So I'm definitely going to try it out, but I feel like I normally tend to go for like the teardrop shape more, so I can definitely see repurchasing this one in the future, but I'm going to give this one a go today. And start blending it in. Okay, so it looks really dewy. Pretty good coverage. Tell me why this is so beautiful and I regret not using it yet. Dang, that was really good coverage, but it looks so dewy. I don't like the texture of this sponge. It is definitely different than the other one. It's still doing a good job. I just don't like the way that it feels. I'm just taking whatever's left over on my hand and just bringing it down my neck. Okay, I've decided I don't like the sponge. I just don't like it. It doesn't feel the same. It's not as soft. I don't like the shape as much. I don't know if I am going to be using this. I don't know. It feels kind of harder, and the other one was such a good sponge that I'm really, really disappointed in this one. I don't know what the difference is in consistency. I don't know if it's just because the shape is different, but I'm not a fan. And then the foundation, I feel like it looks really beautiful from farther away. Like, I think it looks very dewy and it has really good coverage, but closer up I feel like it's emphasizing the hair on my skin. I mean, we all have, unless you shave your face, have like a little bit of hair and like a little bit of fuzz, and I feel like this is like emphasizing it like I've never seen a foundation do before. So I will definitely try it out with different primers and stuff and see what I can do, but I don't know. I think it looks really beautiful from here, but when I got really up close in the mirror, I'm just like, ooh, that's an interesting texture. So I don't think I have a new concealer today, so let me just grab one that I've been using. I'm just gonna do my Berry M concealer real quick. It's not new or anything. Okay, so before I set my face with any powder, I'm actually going to be trying out a few different cream products today. So first I'm going to go in with the Ofra Liquid Contour in the shade Dusk. I actually bought this forever ago, hence the old packaging. I got it on clearance, I think for like $6, and I was really intrigued by it. I feel like I heard good reviews on it, and it's supposed to be like, it's their skin sculpting wand. I don't know, I was just intrigued by this because I feel like I like cream contour. Like I like the idea of cream contour, but I still haven't found something perfect for me. And I just thought the shade and the application just looked super simple and easy. So I'm going to try it out today. So I guess I'll just go ahead and... Why is that way darker than I thought it would be? Just going to go ahead and start off on my cheekbones here. And I'm going to use the Sigma Curved Kabuki F83. No, I'm not. This one, the Sigma Bake Kabuki. I don't know if I love that one either. There we go. We'll use this one. What are you? You're the Sigma Concealer Blend Kabuki. Man, I thought this was a way lighter shade. Gonna do like a few quick things around the forehead. Alright, not sure if I love that. I feel like in some ways it kind of just looks messy. I think I'm gonna have to go in with some powder and like clean up that area there. I wanted to contour my nose, but I'm kind of just scared. Maybe I'll just take like the teeniest little bit. I don't know. Alright, next for blush, Paul & Joe Beauty sent me some blushes through Octoly, and here's what they look like. There's a lighter one, which is the shade 02, and then a darker one here, which is 04. I think I'm going to go for 02 today, just because it will probably be a little easier to work with and get familiar with, but the packaging on this is super pretty and cute, and I believe that this is a cream blush, if I remember correctly. Just looks like this. It's like a really cool tone pink, which I'm kind of really into blushes like that right now. Here. Oh yeah. Ooh, it's like super, super wet and it feels dewy. Oh yeah. Okay, that doesn't look too pigmented by any means. It looks like it's going to be easy to blend out. It has the same kind of smell as all of their products, which is kind of hard to describe. It's just like a really nice, soft, sweet scent. They were actually kind enough to throw in a bunch of other little products from them with the blushes, so I'm going to try these out in the future. There's a bunch of lipsticks, which are so cute. Like, look at all the little cats. I live for the cats. And then this lipstick. And then there's also a highlighter here, but I'm not going to be using it today. Honestly, it kills me to use it because it's a little cat with a hat. It is so cute. I'm thinking maybe I'll do like a full face of Paul & Joe Beauty just because I feel like there's not as much information out there about them, and I have almost a full face worth of product that I've gathered through Octoly over time, and I do enjoy most of their products, so I will use those in the future, and I think that they're so cute. But today I'm just going to go ahead and use this blush. I'm trying to decide what to apply it with. I think I'm just going to do my finger, honestly. Oh, it feels so wet. Oh wait, that looks a lot more pigmented than I remember from just 2 seconds ago. Okay, let's blend that out. See, it's blending really easily. I'm actually going to go in with some more. And it just has like a really natural glow, it looks like. I don't have any new powders to try, so I'm just going to go ahead and set my under eyes real quick and probably clean up this line here. Alright, now I'm going to go into little Ofra palette here to do my under eye, and I think I'm going to use this brown right here on like the outer part of my lower lash line, this on the inner part, and then this on the inner corner. Just using like a big fluffy pencil brush. Alright, now going with that champagne shade. Ooh, took that a little bit too far down. Alright, last but not least, just going to go ahead and highlight my inner corner. It's been a hot minute since I did like such a neutral colored inner corner. I'm going to go back in with that Pixie liner and just do my waterline now. People are not kidding about how creamy these are. I feel like I really want to touch my waterline. It's like intense black color. And then going in with just a touch of mascara. Alright, for highlighter today, I'm going to go ahead and take Lace from Terra Cosmetics, which is this shade right here. It's kind of like a pinky tone. I'll swatch it really quickly. I swatched it earlier and it looks really beautiful, and I'm curious to see what it looks like on the skin. I bought some of these shades myself and others they sent to me. I think that this highlighter was PR if I'm correct, but I don't think I've used it yet, and it looks like a really pretty pink. I'm not sure if it's going to be just a touch too dark for me, but I figured I'd go ahead and give it a chance. Finally, I've had it for a while and I forgot about it, so. Oh yeah, I think it might be just a touch too dark for me. If you see that right there, it's got just a little bit of like that deeper blushy tone, so I'm gonna make it work. Honestly, I feel like it just looks more like blush whenever I look straight on, so I'm just gonna kind of blend it down a little bit, but it does look really pretty and like reflective and glowy. So honestly, I think that looks really beautiful. Alright, before I go on with lipstick, I'm going to use the Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist, which just looks like this. It says it has rose water and green tea. I just thought I would try this. It says it's a makeup setting mist. I actually have a glow mist in the rose, and I think that's the one that everyone talks about. I don't know if I've heard anyone talk about the actual makeup fixing mist, or maybe people have, but I've just heard people rave about the other one, so I've used that one for skincare, like just throwing it on my face after I finish doing all my like oils and everything, and I like it for that, but I haven't tried it over makeup, so I really need to. But I've been saving this one, and I was saving it to open once I finished another setting spray because I really need to get through some, but I figured I would go ahead and try it for this video. I wonder if it says to mix or just shake it or anything. Shake to mix. Close eyes and mist over face and neck for all skin types. Okay. Has a little bit of a grandma scent to it. Why am I such a failure at life? Okay. I feel like my skin overall, like the texture and everything, looks a little bit softer, so that might have been the spray. It might have helped some. I just can't stop looking at this contour. I really don't like the shade. I don't like how it blended out. I don't like the contour at all. But I think that overall the skin looks nice. So, alright, so very last step, I'm going to go into the Tarte lip paint in the shade Pillow Talk, which was a birthday gift from Ulta. It was like a free gift if you went in store, so you could choose different colors, but I just went with the lightest nude because I thought it would be pretty and nice to try, so I'm going to go ahead and apply this. Alright, so this is the finished look. I feel like this lipstick is so drying. I love the color. It reminds me of ColourPop Boy, but I don't like that lipstick because it ends up in white rings all the time. And this just looks very, very dry. So maybe I'll try it again when my lips are super moisturized and see what I can do. I could probably put a lip gloss on top. That would probably help. Maybe I'll try that. I'll try a lip gloss. I'm going to go ahead and use DIY from Pure. I think I actually like that a lot more. So quickly to run through my thoughts on what I tried today. I think that these shimmers in here are actually pretty beautiful. I'm not sure of the retail price for this, and I feel like it's shades that most people would already have in their collection. So I'm not really sure if it would be worth it, but I do think that they all are pigmented. They look really beautiful. I thought they were nice underneath the eye, but not sure if it's like really stand out. Mascara was just okay. The blush I think is really pretty. I'm actually excited to try the deeper shade. Here, maybe I should just swatch it real quick. The 04 shade. It's like this really deep pink. Yeah, that looks so pretty. I think that this would actually be beautiful like on the lips as well for just a little stain. So I think that looks a lot more doable when you look at it on the hand like that versus here it looks a little bit more scary. So I'm excited to use those more, and I like cream products. I want to get more into it just because it's like the best idea for my dry skin. The foundation, I'm kind of not sure about. I definitely have to use that more. I'm going to use it with a really hydrating primer, the Ofra primer. I feel like I'm going to like that a lot to use on its own, or when I do like my no makeup days. I think it adds just a little bit of glow, but it doesn't add any color or anything, so I think it'll be really pretty just for like doing nothing kind of things. And when I just throw on a little primer, a little concealer, I think that'll be really nice. I'm really confused on how I feel about this iconic couture palette from Milan Rowe, just because it is so messy. I don't know if you can tell, the shades that I used today look like I've been using them for like a year. Like, they look pretty dented in already. So it's an extremely soft formula. I'm going to keep trying it and review it in the future, but super, super, super soft. There's what it looks like just to show you. I'm trying to think quickly through everything I tried today. I would say I really liked the liner. I think that was nice, and it looks super, super deep black. It's not running at all so far, and I did spray my face and it didn't run. I do think I like the spray. Gonna keep using it, but I think it made a difference if I'm not crazy. So I think that's pretty much everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, definitely let me know down below. I love to hear your thoughts and your feedback. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.